What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is your boy, AB Jr., with another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Check it out. As you guys can see from the title, I'm about to drop you guys the three biggest winners of this year's first round 2022 NFL Draft. That happened last night on Thursday. This is just my little synopsis of it. I could go down the whole thing, but guess what? As we speak fantasy relevance, this is what this list is about. And it's not necessarily to say it's about the players that are drafted. It's about who benefited and who simply are the biggest winners. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and tell you off rip that it's going to be one team, one quarterback, and one wide receiver. All right? So let's get to it. I ain't going to hold you. Let's get to it, fam. First off, I don't think anybody can deny this. The New York Jets was off the chain last night. Off the meat rack. Man, let me tell you, they had the number 4, number 10, and number 26 picks in the draft. And guess what? They made them work. They made it work. They dropped it like it was hot. The first pick, they picked, and number 4, they picked Ahmad Gardner, top tier cornerback. Number 10, they picked Garrett Wilson, top flight wide receiver. And I knew they was going to pick that, even though I love Elijah Moore. They need somebody else over there. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think that he's going to be a Corey Davis replacement because they're kind of similar in a sense, but weapons. So Ahmad Gardner and Garrett Wilson, and at the number 26 pick, they picked Jermaine Johnson, linebacker for Florida State. Man, they addressed cornerback, wide receiver, and linebacker. Look, they're putting pieces together. They already had a running back situation and wide receiver and quarterback situation on lock. So I can't hold on against them. Jets did a superb job. I'll give them an A+ in the draft so far. You know, they handled their business. So number 2, I saw this individual. I'm going to talk about quarterbacks. I saw this individual on the do not draft quarterback list for 2022 here recently. And right away, I just kind of like, that's BS. I believe they were going to get a wide receiver in the draft, and they did that. So they can move their current wide receiver 1, move him to a wide receiver 2. And with that, they didn't do it by way of drafting a person. They gave away draft picks. So now, A.J. Brown is now a Philadelphia Eagle, joining the likes of Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. That's right. Jalen Hurts is my number 2 biggest winner of this year's draft. Listen, he is really helping Devontae Smith as well because he doesn't have to carry the load, because we can see he's probably not that carry the load guy, but can be an excellent number 2 receiver on the team. And we have that proven stud alpha wide receiver in A.J. Brown. If he could just keep his glass porcelain ass on the field, that's a totally different story. But that works well with Jalen Hurts. Someone he don't have to throw terribly deep to, because he's not great on the deep ball. But he can throw it and then have that person do the run after the catch and get all that those yak yardage. Look, I see big things for Jalen Hurts this year. Plus his running ability. I'm not saying he will, but he can have a Lamar Jackson-esque season. Maybe not as prolific as my Lamar Jackson season was, but I believe it can get close to it. And if so, they're going to be a problem. Philadelphia always had, an above average defense, so that team's going to be a team to be reckoned with. I'm so happy for Jalen Hurts. Am I going to be drafting him? I don't know. It depends. I don't have a lot of fantasy teams because, I don't like to, I play fantasy football for prestige. I don't, there's too much, jiggling around for me. Nevertheless, Jalen Hurts is my number 2. Number 3, I'm going to select him because it's more so addition by subtraction, per se. But when Hollywood Brown got sent to Cardinals for a first-round pick and the 100th overall pick, and left Rashard Bateman being the number 1 wide receiver in Baltimore Ravens, that is a big winner to me. So, now granted, is he the number 1 receiver by position? Yes. Probably by targets, probably not, because, we still got the tight end over there, which is a stud. But at the end of the day, he is the wide receiver 1 on that team. And the beautiful part about it is that the pie is so small, so they're only going to be throwing it to the tight end and Bateman over there. Okay? In which, I really, really, really like the tight end to finish as the number 1 tight end this year. But that's neither here nor there. Bateman is my number 3. Okay? So we have the New York Jets, Jalen Hurts, Rashard Bateman. Let me give you an honorable mention real quick. Let me give you, because I feel you deserve an honorable mention. Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons, not the teams. Scratch that. Drake London. Drake London is an honorable mention for this year. Atlanta has no wide receivers. Outside of Cordero Patterson with his running back / wide receiver self. And you had Calvin Ridley with his issues. Man, this dude should get pepper targets. It's nobody else over there. So he should blossom. He could be a breakout. Watch out for London. It might take him a little bit. Might take him a handful of games. But he could possibly be a league winner. Somebody that's going to be getting picked late. I want to say late, but not early, and be able to get that production on the front end. And I love what Pittsburgh also has done for picking up. This is the second straight year they addressed it. Got exactly who they wanted. They got quarterback Kenny Pickett. And I know people say he has small hands to this and that, but I don't think that really matters. This dude is a baller. At the end of the day, I think he excels in downfield throws, and hometown boy, so he'll be a good fit there. I don't think he'll start right away, but he doesn't need to. So there you go. My top 3 are New York Jets. As far as biggest winners, New York Jets, Jalen Hurts, and Rashard Bateman. Honorable mentions go to Drake London and Kenny Pickett. If you like this video, you got any substance out of it, press like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I got plenty more nuggets to drop to you guys. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the draft. Flawless Fantasy Football. Holla at your boy.